Hi learners, welcome to my YouTube channel. So today let us do the part 6 of the same topic, that is the square and square root. So from the previous exercise there were 3 questions left. So let us go with the question number 16. So here they said find the least number which must be added to 8400 to obtain a perfect square, and this find this perfect square and its square root. So now what are you going to do? We have to do with the long division. So we will make a pair. You can look at the previous video I have shown you how to do the long division. So here we have to always make pairs, means with 2 numbers, and start from the right hand side. So here now what we can see here, this we are going to take the first pair, that is 84. So it is going to be 9 square will be 81 and 10 square is going to be 100. So we cannot take 100, but then we can take 81. So we are going to write here 9 times 9. So that is going to be 81. So this will be here 3. And since now you are taken here, this will be added. So here is going to be 9 plus 9. This is going to be 18. So now this 18 is bigger than this 3. So now you will take these 2 numbers. The pairs should be taken down and not the single number. So now what you can see, the uniqueness digit is here 0. And here we have 18. So either we have to take 181. So if you are taking 181, so this is going to be 181. If we take 182, so this also should be multiplied by this 2. So this is going to be 364. So now we cannot take this one. So now let us take this one, because they said we have to find the perfect square. So this is not going to be exactly the same. So now let us see, if we are taking here 2. So what did we get there? That was 364. So now what is this exactly? Now this 300 minus 364 means it is going to be minus 64. So what will you do here? This is 64. So that is minus here. So now we can say least number to be added is equal to 64. So here the perfect square is going to be what? When you add, so perfect square is going to be, you're going to add 64 to this number, 8400. So that will be 8400 plus 64. That will be 8464. So now what do you need here? They ask the perfect square as well as they ask the square root. So now what is the square root? Square root is 92. After adding that, the square is going to be 92. So you will write here square root is equal to 92. Here you will write 64. Okay. Now let us go for the next one. So the next one says that find the least number of 4 digits. Here is 4 digits, which is a perfect square. Also find the square root of the numbers obtained. So now you will do one thing over here. Again, now 4-digit number means the least 4-digit is going to be 1000. So now we are going to take the pairs of it. So now look at this one. This is 10. So 10 means it is going to be 3 square is going to be 9. 4 square is going to be 16. So we cannot take 16, but then we can take 9. So here will be 3 3s are 9. So this is going to be 1. So now you are going to add this and this one. So 3 plus 3 is going to be 6. So here will be 6. So now this 6 is bigger than this number. So what you are going to take? You are going to take this 2 down, zeros down. So always in pairs you have to take. Now you are going to concentrate on this 0, but now what happens here when you take 61 times 1, because here is 6, you need some number over here. So 61 times 1 is 61. If you take 62 times 2, that is going to be 124. So we cannot take 61 because this will be a smaller number. So we'll consider this 124 over here, because there will be something, because they have said that we have to find a perfect square of it. So here what are you going to do? You will take 62 times 2. So that is 124. So now what is this one? 100 minus 24 means when you subtract it, this is going to be minus 24. So now what will you write here? Number to be added will be, so same thing what will you write here? Least number to be added. So you wrote over here, right? Same type you have to write here. Least number to be added is equal to, that will be 24. So what will be the perfect square? So here is 1000. So 1000 we are going to add 1. So we want the perfect square is equal to 1000 plus 24. That is going to be 1024. So now we want they have asked also for the square root. So square root is, here what did you get here? This is 32. Whatever you get the quotient. So now next one, find the greatest number of 5 digit which is a perfect square. Now here also find the square root of the number so obtained. So now what are you going to do? You will write here greatest number, 5 digit number is going to be 99999. So again you are going to do pairs 1, 2 and this one number is left. So it is going to be 3 3s are 9, because you are going to take only one, which is this last pair. So this will be 99. So here when you add this plus this is going to be 6. So here, so it should be either 61, ones are 61 because this is 9, or if we take 62 into 2, so that is going to be 124. So we cannot take 61, but we are going, we can take 62, we cannot take 124, but we can take 61. So it will be 61 ones are, because 99. So now what will be here? The remainder is going to be 38. And here 61 plus 1. So that is going to be 62. Here you are going to write here 62. So now this 62 is bigger than this 38. So now you are going to take this both of them down, because you cannot take a single number. It should always be in pair, as I said earlier. Now you are going to concentrate on this number. So here now see here, if we are writing here 6, 2, and there should be some number over here, but definitely that is not going to be a whole, there will be some remainder. So now what are you going to do? If we take 6 to 1, ones are, that will be 6 to 1. So if we take 6 to 2, twos are, you just keep on looking at here, that is 1 2 double 4. Then if we are taking here 6 to, that is going to be 1869, 6 to 4, fours are 2496, 6 to 5, fives are, that will be 3125, that is also not going to work. 6 to 6, 6 are, that is going to be 3756. So 6 to 6, 7 is going to be a bigger number. So you are going to write here 3756. So what will be the remainder? That is going to be 143. So what are you going to write here? So we want now this is a positive one. So we are going to subtract this one. So we can write here required. This one perfect square is, because whenever there is positive, we subtract it. Whenever there is negative, we add it. So this is going to be from where we subtract, from the 5-digit number. So we have here 99999 minus, that will be 143. So that is going to be 99, that will be 856. So what will be the square root? Square root is going to be this number. So we have to write the square root also. Square root is equal to 316. Now let us see Now let us see how to do this problem. The area of a square field is 60025 meters square, and man cycles along its boundary at 18 km per hour. In how much time will he return to the starting point? So now the area of a square field is given. So now let us write a given thing, that is the area of the square field, that is already I have written over here. Then you know the formula for the area of square field means it is going to be side square. So what you are going to consider, let side be A. You can write here any this one. You can also write a S. I just written here A. So now you know the formula for the area of square. That is what? Because we have considered this as A, that is going to be A square. So now area of square is given as this one. So below this you are going to write 60025. That will be A square. So now what will be A? A is going to be root of, because when you square both the sides, so this is going to be the square 60025. So now this is a bigger number. So now we are going to find out the square root of this one. So since now there are many ways of doing this, finding out the square root. So one of the way we have already seen in this exercise, that is the long division method. So now let us do this with the help of the long division method. Already done here. So now see, I'll show you. It should be, you should do a pair starting from the right to left. So 2, 2, and this is only 1. So now when you consider this 6, so now what will be that? 2 square will be 4, 3 square is going to be 9. So we cannot take 9 because that is 6, so we have to take 2 2s are 4. So now what will you get here? This will be 2. So now what we are going to do, you are going to add this one, 2 plus 2, that is going to be 4. So now look at here, this is 4 and this was 2. So we have to take these 2 numbers down. So in this one, the pairing, this one in the normal division, we just take one number at a time. Here we have to take the pair together. So it will be 200. So now let us see if this was 4 over here. So 41 into 1. So whatever the number is here, the same, you should multiply by the same number over here. 41 ones are 41. 42 twos are, that is going to be 84. 43 threes are 129. 44 fours are, so that is going to be 176. 45 fives are, so 225. So 225 is not possible because this was 200. So we took 44 fours are, that is 196 over here. 44 fours are, that is 176. So now when we subtract this one, we got 24. So now 44 plus 4, that is going to be 48. So now let us see here, 48 is a bigger number and 24 was a smaller number. So again we took this 25 down together. Now we have to look at the unit place. This is 5. So 5 means always that is going to be only by one number. 5 5s are 25. So now let us see, we'll put here because here we want the number. So what are we going to write here? 485 5s are. So that is going to be 2425. So 5s are 2425, that is 0. So whatever you get here, so that is A is 245. And that what is the this A means that is the side of the square, that is 245. Now we want, it's given the boundary. Boundary means we have to see the perimeter. Perimeter of square, the formula is 4 into side. So here side we are considered as A. So we will write here 4A. So now 4 into, we got A as 245. So you are going to write here 245. When you multiply this into this, you get 980. And since it is the perimeter, means it should be in meter, because this is also in meter. Now the speed is given, because now see here, this is meter square, and the speed is given in kilometer per hour. So what we have to do, we have to convert this one. So now speed is given as kilometer per hour. So here we have to make it to meter per second. So whenever we take meter, means here this also hour also should be converted to seconds. So now you know 1000 meter, that is 1 kilometer. So, and 1 hour is 3600 seconds, because this both we are going to change. So now what do you do? 1000 meter is 1 kilometer. So now see here, 1000 meter is 1 kilometer, or you can write 1 kilometer is 1000 meter, both is the same. So you can write it this way, that will be more better. 1 kilometer is 1000 meter. So now we have, how many kilometers we have? 1800. 18 means it should be 18,000. So I have written here 18,000 meter. Now this slash means that is division. So now we have to convert this hour, that is 1 hour is 3600. So this should be written in the denominator. So now let us keep this at the side first. So now what will you do? Now first thing we want, that they have asked for the how much time is taken. So now we have to use this formula. Speed is equal to distance by time. So many of them have a confusion over here. So here, this is the distance and time. So they think that time should be in the numerator and distance here. So how to remember this? You know the word detergent. So this starts with D and ends with T. So now this D and T. So you will remember this D divided by T. So remember the word detergent. So now the speed is given. So what are you going to do? Your speed is given and we have done here. And we can also make, if you want, we can simplify this one. This and this gets cut, this and this gets cut. So we can write here. Still further you can simplify. You can make just make 180 by 36 meter per second. So we can write here 180 by 36 in below speed. And the distance. Now the distance means that is nothing but this is the perimeter. Perimeter is already in meter, so we don't have to change it. So that is 980, and we don't know what is the time. So hope you got this one. This step is important. Speed is here, distance is here, the time is here. So now you are going to cross multiply. So when you cross multiply, so you will have here 180 into time, that is 980 into 36. So time is going to be 980 into 36 divided by 180. So now what are you going to do? Because here is multiplication, so this gets divided. So now let us cut this 0 and this 0. 18 ones are 18 twos are. So this time is going to be 98 twos are, that is going to be 196. And this whatever we get this time, this is going to be in seconds. So that is what they have asked. So once again, you can just have a look at it. Only the steps are more, but if you know the proper formulas in a proper way, this problem is very easy. So now let us go for the next exercise. Here they have said that evaluate, and this the root sign is given, and here it was before there was just a normal one, and here the decimal is given. The method is going to be the same. So now what will you write here? We will do with the help of the long division. So here, so we are going to again the pairing 1, 2, and this is a single number. So now you know this 1 square is 1, 2 square will be 4. So you are going to take here, this is 1. So you are going to take 1 into 1. That is going to be 1. So now this is going to be 0. So now what are you going to write here? 1 plus 1. That is going to be 2. So you will write here 2. So now here there is nothing 0. So here you are going to write here 69. First don't think about the decimal. So now see here is 9 and you want here one number. So what it can be? 21 into 1, that is going to be 21. 22 into 2 is going to be, into 2 is going to be 44. 23 into 3 Because now this is 9, we can also think, because see here, 3 square will be 9, even if you don't want to think of this one, and 7 square is going to be 49. Where you get 9? Either in 3 or 7. So now let us see for 23, because 3, so we get here itself, so you don't have to think of this this 7. So 27. So here you are going to write here 3s are, and this is 69. So this should be 0. So now what you are going to do whenever there is a pairing, so what you are going to do here, where to put a decimal. So here we have after 2 number is a pairing. So here it should be, the decimal should be after just 1 number. So we'll write here root of 1.69 is 1.3. Now we will see for the next one, that is 33.64. So again we are going to pair it, this and this one. So now look at here. Now this we are going to take 33. So 33 is going to be 4 square will be 16. 5 square is going to be 25. 6 square is going to be 36. So 36 is not possible, means we have to write 5 into 5. So here 5 square means 5 into 5, that is going to be 25. So this will be now 8, and this we are going to add it. So this is going to be 10. So now what will you do? Now this 10 is bigger than this 8. So you are going to take this 64 also. Don't think about the decimal. Just put the number down. So now we have here 4 and we want here number. So now where do we get to 4? Either 2. We get 4 or we get 8 square. That will be 64, means in the unit place we get 4. So it should be 102 or 108. So now let us see for 102, because here is 10. Hence here 2 into 2. So that is going to be, or it should be 108 into 8. So here 204 is very small number. So here we get 108 into 8. So here should be 8, and here 8, 864. So this should be 0. So now we are going to put a decimal after a single one. So whenever there is a square, this one, so that should be, now see here, when I write it 2.4 into 2.4, suppose any number if I write it, if I multiply 2.2 into 2.2. So how I'm going to write the decimal? I'm going to take this, whatever the answer is, after 2 numbers, because here is 1 decimal and here is 1 decimal. So after 2 numbers, I'm going to give 1 decimal, and then put a, means there will be decimal here and there will be 2 numbers over here on the right hand side, and then the decimal point here, and there will be 1 number over here. So here, because now when we go from here to here, there are 2 numbers. So decimal should be after 1 number. So you will write here root of 33.64 is equal to 5.8. Now here 156.25. So now again you will look for this one. You will do the pairing. So of course here 1 is there, means 1 ones are 1. You are going to add this 1 plus 1, that is going to be 2. So here you are going to write here 1 minus 1 will be 0. You will write here 56. So now you want here 1 number, and this is 56. So if you are writing here 21, so that is going to be 21. If you are writing here 22, so that is going to be 44. 23 multiplied by 3, that is going to be 69. But this is not possible. So we have to write 44, means 22 2s are 44. So this is going to be 1, 2. And now when you add this 22 plus 2, that is going to be 24. So now this 24 is bigger than 1, 2 or 12. So we have to take this 2 and 5 down. So now here, whenever there is 5, means there is only one possibility. Here also should be 5. So now let us see here, 245 into 5. So it should be 1, 2, 2, 5. So here you will write here 5s are, and here also should be 5. 1, 2, 2, 5. So now what will you write here? Root of 156.25 will be how much? Where are you going to put the decimal? Decimal you are going to put after 12.5, because here the decimal is after two numbers, so here should be after 1, 1. So 12.5. So that is going to be 12.5. Don't forget to write the decimal. Now for the next one, 75.69. There here you are going to again make two groups. So now what are you going to write here? Now let us see here. If you are taking here 7 square, that is the 49. 8 square is going to be 64. 9 square is going to be 81. So here we have 75. We are going to consider first group 75. So it should be 8 square. So 8 into 8. So 8 8s are 64. Now what are you going to do? You are going to add this one. 8 plus 8, that is going to be 16. You are going to write here 16. So here is 1 1. Now 16 is bigger than 11. So we have to take this 69 also down. So now we have here the unit place is 9. So either it should be 9, where do we get? In 3 or 7 we get 9. So we'll write here 163 and 167. So now let us see. 3 means we are going to multiply this also by 3. 7 means we are going to multiply this also by 7. So now let us multiply and see. So that is going to be 489. And here what do we get? So this is 1169. So here it should be 7. So now where is the decimal going to be? After, because here this by 2 here, so here should be after one number. So root of 75.69, that is going to be 8.7. Now let us look for this one number, 9.8596. So now we are going to group it, that is going to be the pairs. So here we have 9, so we can also directly write 3 3s are 9. So now we are going to add this one, so that will be 6. So here will be 85, because 9 minus 9 is going to be 0. So here, now look at here, this is 6 and this is 85. So here we need one number over here. So now what will you do here? If we are taking 61 into 1, so that is going to be 61. 62 into 2, 124. So this is not possible. 61 ones are. So here you are going to write a 61 ones are 61, because this is 85. So now this will be 24. So you are going to add this one, 61 plus 1, that is going to be 62. So now 62 is bigger than this 24. So you are going to take 9, 6 also down. So now you have here 6. So where, and here you need some number. So 6, 2, where do you get 6? Either you get in 4 or you get in 6. So now this is by 4, so you have multiplied by 6. 4 here by 6 means you will multiply by 6. So now let us multiply this and see. So in the first case only we are getting, so we need not multiply the second one. So multiply by 4. So this is 0. So what are you going to do here? See, now the decimal is after, here we have, when we go from here to here, after 4 numbers is a decimal. So here should be half of it, that is after 2 numbers. So it should be 3.14. So root of 9.8596 is 3.14. So you can write here 3.14. So the next one, we'll form a group. So now we have here 10. So we can write directly 3 3s are 9, because 4 4s are 16 is going to be a bigger number. So here we'll write here 1. Now 3 plus 3 is going to be 6. So you will write here 6. Now 6 is bigger than 1. So you will take this 0 4 down. Now we need here one number. and you're going to concentrate on this one. So what will you do? 61, suppose I'm taking here into 1, that will be 61. 62 into 2, that is going to be 124. So 124 is bigger than this one. So I'm going to consider this one, 61. 1s are 61. So when you subtract this one, you get 43. So when you add this 61 plus 1, that is going to be 62. So now 62 is bigger than 43. So we are going to take 89 also down. So now let us see. Here we need one number and this is 9. So what will be the possibility? Either I have to put 9 means either it will be in 3 or 7. So if I'm multiplying this by 3 or by here 7. Now let us see what is going to work. Here this is not possible. Yes. So here it's going to be 7. So what will be the answer? Here we have 4 digits. So this is going to be after 2, half of it. So this will be root of 100489. That is point. Don't forget the point. So that will be 3.17. So here again 1.0816. So here, so 1 ones are 1. So this is 0. So now what will be here? This is going to be 2. So now we are going to take this 08 down. But now if we are taking, suppose now 08, this 2 is bigger than but if we are putting here one number, so anything, even if I'm taking 21 into 1, that is going to be 21 and that will be bigger than this one. So I have to take 1/6 also down. So now since I'm taking here 1/6 down, because now I'm taking 4 numbers at a time down, right? These 4 numbers at a time down means I'm going to put here 10. And then I'm going to concentrate, I need some number over here on 6. So where is the possibility of 6? Either I write here 204 or 206 because 6 is 36. So now let me see. So here itself we are getting, so we need not solve that one. 4s are so what will be the here? We are going to put the decimal after. So root of 1.80816, that is going to be 1.04. Now let us see here 0.2916. So we are going to put the pair. So now what are you going to do here? See here, there is a 0 at the start. So here I'm going to write, here also I'm going to start with a 0. And then we are going to see the 29 number. So here 29 means it is going to be 5 5s are 25 because 6 6 are 36 is not possible. So just remember this to write the 0 at the start because the number starts with 0 over here. So now here 4 and this 5 plus 5 is going to be 10. So now this 4 is a smaller number. I have to take this 6 as well. So I need the number over here and this is 6 means what is possible over here? 6 to get 6. I should write here 1 0 4 4 is 16 or I have to write here 6 6 6 are 36. So now let us see what works. So first is possible. So we need not do the second one. So that is going to be 416 and that is going to be 0. So now where am I going to put here? After this, after 4 numbers. So after 2 numbers, I'm going to put a decimal. So it should be 0.54. So 0.2916, the root of that is going to be 0.54. So the next one they said, evaluate root 3 up to 2 places of decimal. So now here, what are we going to do? How to evaluate this one? So now root of 3. So we can also write this as 3 point. After two places of decimal, we have to evaluate means now let me write this one, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now let me take this number first. Now, so because I want to evaluate to two places, so I need some extra numbers over here. So I can just put 3 will be like, I can put any number of zeros after 3. So here, now suppose I make a group because here 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, and this one be alone. So 1 ones are 1 because 2 to the 4 is not possible. So now here when you add this 1 plus 1, that is going to be 2. And now here the remainder is 2. But here I need one number, means that means I have to take this 2 down, 2 zeros down. So now what will I do here? If I'm taking 26 into 6, randomly we can take here 18, 21, 2, no, sorry, 12, and this is going to be 15. If I'm taking 27 into 27, so this is going to be 189. And if I'm taking 28 into 8, means that is going to be a bigger number. So 224. So here I can take 27 into this 7. So that is going to be 189. So 1, 1. And now when we add this one, 27 plus 7, so that is going to be 34. So now here, because now this 11 is smaller than that, so again I have to take these 2 zeros down. So now let me see for this one, if I'm taking here 1 means 341 ones are 341. So if I'm taking here 2, that will be 684. If we take here 3, that will be 1029. So that works, because if I'm taking 4, that is going to be a bigger number. So I'll take here 3. So that will be 1029. So here 71. So now you are going to again add this one 343 and this 3, that is going to be 346. So again now I have to take 2 zeros down. So if I'm taking here 1, 3461 into 1, that is going to be 3461. If I take here 3462 into 2, 6924. If I take here 3, means that is going to be more than 10,000. So here I have to take 2. So now we are going to again add it. So this is going to be 3464. So now you need again here, you need one number. So what is that? So again you have to take these 2 zeros down. So this said here you have to evaluate up to 2 places of decimals, means here we can write this number as, here will be, see here, if I'm writing some number over here 17600, and if I'm putting, this is a, if I'm putting even here 1, it is going to be 34,641, and this is just 17,600. So now this is not going to work. So here we can just put here 1 0 and here 1 0. So now we want to evaluate to, means now how many here we have? We have here 1, if we go from here to here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So here should be after 4 numbers. So it should be 1.73. But we have to 1.7320 means we have to evaluate to root of 3 is 1.7320, and we have to make it to two decimals, means we can just write here 1.73. So this zero is, writing this zero is very important. Otherwise, you'll miss the number, this one, the decimals. Now you evaluate 2.8, correct up to two decimals here. So now again you can do the same thing. You can write here 2.80. So you will make groups. This is alone. Means we can write here 1 ones are 1, because 2 twos are 4 is not possible. So here 1 plus 1 is going to be 2. So we'll take here two numbers down. So here will be, if I'm taking here 24 into 4, that will be 96. 25 into 5, that will be 125. And 26 into 6, that is going to be 156. Then if I'm taking 27 into 7, that is going to be a big number. So I'll take here 26 into this 6. So that is going to be 156. So now this 26 plus this 6 is going to be 32. So again I will take these two zeros down. So I think 3, 2. If I'm taking 3 to 7 and putting 1, means it is going to be a smaller number. So now let me try for 3 to 7. You can also try doing the trial and error. 18, this is just roughly, and this is 2 to 8, 9. Yeah, this should work, because if I take with 3 to 8, that is going to be a bigger number. So now 3 to 7 plus 7, that is going to be 334. So again I'm going to put here two zeros. So this will go with, just let us see, 3, 3, 4, 3 into 3, 12, 10, 1, 0, 0, 2, 9. Yeah, and if you take 3, 3, 4, 4, means it is going to be a bigger number. So this is just, you can try it yourself, which all numbers are possible. So this should be, again 3, 3, 4, 3 plus 3, means it is going to be 3, 3, 4, 6. So now we'll again take these two numbers down. And here again 3, 3, 4, 6, we want here one number. Into, if we are taking here, now let us see for 3. Sorry for this. So this will be, there is an error over here, because it should be 2289. So here will be 100. Yeah. So here is 0 and this is 1 over here. Yeah. So there was a error here, because here is 1. So it should be 107100. So now what we will do, we will multiply by just this is 3346. So we can write here 3346 and 3. Let us see how it works. 9, 18. So that will be 12 and 1, 13. So this is going to be 10 and this is going to be 10. So it is going to be 100389. So 100389, this will work. If we take for 4, it is going to be a bigger number. So 100389. So what will be the remainder here? So this will be 7, and this will be 6, 6, 7, 1, 1. So now what will you do here? So this was for, we forgot to write here, 3, yes. So now what is that? So root of 2.8 will be, now how many decimal? This one 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Means we have to make half of that. So from here, and then it should be 1.6733. So 1.6733. So this should be, when we round it to this one, that should be 1.2 decimals, 1.67. Now evaluate 0.9 up to 2 decimals. So 0.9, again we are going to put here. So here, because first one is 0, you are going to put here 0. So now concentrate on this 90. So 9 nines are 81, because 10 tens are will be 100. So that is not possible. So now it will be 9 over here. 9 plus 9 is going to be 18. So if I'm taking here 4, 184 into 4. So it should be 736. If I'm taking 185 into 5, that will be a bigger number. I'll take these 2 zeros down. So that is going to be 736. 4s are. So here will be 164. So again 184 plus 4, that is going to be 188. So now I have to take again these 2 zeros. So if I'm taking this by 8, 7 or 8 can be possible. Let us check with 8 into 8. So it should be, yes, it should go, because if I'm taking 9, it is going to be a bigger number. So here 8s are 15104. So it should be 1296. So now this is a smaller number. So we have to write here root of 0.9 is equal to, now let us see where to put the decimal. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So half of 6, that is going to be 3. So after 3 numbers, we are going to put a decimal over here. So that is going to be 0.948. So now see here, up to 2 decimals means after this 2 there is 8. So 5 and more than 5 is going to be this previous number will be 1. You are going to add 1 to it. So it is going to be 0.95. So now here they said find the length of each side of a square whose area is equal to the area of a rectangle of length 13.6 meters and breadth, this one 3.4 meters. So now let us write the given things first. Length of rectangle, we can also write that L, that is 13.6 meters, and it is given the width, the breadth is given, that is B, we can say, that is 3.4 meter. So now you know the area of rectangle. The formula is length into breadth. So the length is 13.6 into 3.4. So now let us multiply and see 13.6 into 3.4. So now see your decimals means after this one and this one. So after 2 we are going to put a decimal. So that is going to be 46.24 meter, because area, so we have to write in meter square. So now they said the length of each the square and this area of the rectangle is equal. So what will you write here? First we will write here area for the area of square. So we can, before that, we can also write one thing. Let us consider the side as, let side of square be, because we don't know what is it, let it be A. So now what will you say, area of square? The formula is, that is A square. So now what will you do here? So the area of square is the same as they said, the area of the rectangle. So we already got this as 46.24. So we can write directly, for below this area of square, we can write to 46.24 is equal to A square. So A is going to be what? When you square both sides, this is going to be 46.24. So now again, this we can do with the help of the long division method. We can find the square of it. So this is going to be, we are going to make two pairs. So 6 6 are 36, 7 7 are 49, 6 6 are 36. So this is going to be 10. So 6 plus 6 will be 12. So now you are going to take these two numbers down. So here it is 4, means here you need something with 4, means it should be, where do we get 4? 122 into 2, or it should be 128 into 8. So this should be 244 and this should be 1024. So here should be 8. So we can say we get A is, whatever we got here, this is, that is the perfect square because the remainder is 0. So that is 6. But that is because here there are two numbers. So here we are going to consider half of it, that is one number. So here that is going to be 6.8 and that is in meter. So that what they have asked, find the length of each side of a square. Therefore, side of a square is 6.8 meter. So by this one we have completed today's work. Do like and subscribe to my channel so you get a notification of the other parts. Thank you.